You're listening to Plants and Politics with Gina Bonanno Lemos. If you're ready to hear the truth about both sides of the aisle, what's really going on in America, and how big money interests prevent change to keep you sick, broke, and desperate, then play on. Hey everyone, this is Gina. Welcome to Plants and Politics. So Hunter Medical Research Institute reported that a 3-year study had been conducted, and they successfully found and proved that a form of medical cannabis can kill or inhibit cancer cells without harming healthy cells. So Dr. Matt Dunn is a cancer researcher, and he worked with a biotech company named Australian Natural Therapeutics Group. And they actually grow a cannabis variety that contains less than 1% of THC. So THC, for anybody who doesn't know, is the part of the cannabis plant that is psychoactive, is the part of the plant that actually creates the high. So the plant that they grow contains a high level of CBD, which THC and CBD are both considered to be cannabinoids. So for people who haven't really looked into this, most people know of THC and CBD, but what they don't know is that there are hundreds of cannabinoids of these different compounds in the cannabis plant and in the hemp plant, which are two different things, guys. So, that's something else that most people don't know. Cannabis and hemp are completely different plants. So they do contain, a lot of the same types of cannabinoids, but two different strains. So this compound came from an actual cannabis plant, but they grew it in a way, they manipulated it and created a strain that they call Eve. So EVE, like Adam and Eve. And what they did was they tested it against leukemia cells. And Dr. Dunn said that he was shocked they were shocked at how sensitive the leukemia cancer cells were to the cannabis plant. At the same time, he said it didn't harm the bone marrow, the cells of the bone marrow, and it did not harm the healthy white blood cells. So they also ran comparisons between THC containing cannabis and then cannabis that was lacking, that didn't contain the THC, but it did contain high levels of the CBD. So what they found when they tested it on both leukemia cells and then also pediatric brainstem glioma cells, what they found was that the strain that contained the CBD was more effective than just the THC by itself. So this is a direct quote from Dr. Dunn. He said, quote, "The CBD variety looks to have greater efficacy, low toxicity, and fewer side effects, which potentially makes it an ideal complementary therapy to combine with other anti-cancer compounds." So what he's referring to there is obviously not just the fact that it works, but the fact that it doesn't have the side effects that most people are used to, because there have been studies done in the past showing that you need a larger amount of THC to attack the cancer cells, to kill the cancer cells. So the fact that they've been able to create this compound that with a really low amount of THC, so you won't feel out of it and high, makes it perfect, because obviously if you want to use this as a therapy, whether on its own or in conjunction with traditional therapy, it's tough to do when you have maybe a family, children, a job, and you're trying to do all that and take care of all that, and yet you feel high all the time. Obviously isn't going to work very well. So this is incredible news, very exciting. And apparently the next phase for them, they're going to look at what it is specifically in this compound that they've been able to create that makes the cancer cells so sensitive to it, but yet the healthy cells are unharmed. So, and then they're also going to look at whether a variety of cancers respond in the same way. So, as always, guys, check with your doctor first before you do anything, before you try anything new. But this is exciting news. Now, he did make it clear this strain, this specific compound of the THC and CBD that they've created is not available yet to the public. But of course, there are other places that you can purchase THC and CBD, depending on your state's laws. Again, always check with your doctor, always get your doctor's approval before you do anything. So great news. If I hear anything else, I will let you guys know. So as always, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you are listening via a podcast, be sure to check out Plants and Politics on YouTube and and subscribe and ring the bell so that you will be notified of all new videos. All right. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for listening to Plants and Politics. The only way we can take our country and power back is to spread the truth and build an army. So remember to like, follow, subscribe, and share on Facebook, YouTube, and wherever you listen to your podcasts. Thanks again.